Welcome to my YouTube channel. If you enjoy these videos, please be sure to click like and subscribe, and you will be updated on all new videos. Thank you for joining me on this interesting and fascinating topic about Tom Hanks and the conspiracy around him. This all started when he and his wife, Rita Wilson, were diagnosed with the coronavirus in Australia while filming. And of course, this is Chet Hanks. And you can imagine the rumors when everybody saw the all-seeing eye, and they went crazy with conspiracies. Now, this all-seeing eye is an interesting symbol that also is on the Great Seal of the United States, okay? It is a Freemasons have adopted it. One of the early places where it shows up is the Supper of Imaus by Jacopo Pontormo, this is from 1525. And I'll tell you what, yes, the all-seeing eye is there above the head of Jesus. Yes, we can see it there. But what I noticed was the bare feet, and this particularly, I kept seeing the heels of the guy sitting on the chair. And I thought, now what is that about? They probably didn't have shoes back then. But then I started to research the bare feet and found out that that is also a Freemasonry thing. If you bare the heel of your right or left foot, it tells what degree of masonry you're in. To the second degree. If you bear both heels, you are the third degree. And this is just a reminder of Christ's death and resurrection and overcoming the power of Satan, so they say. So this was kind of interesting. And I'm sure that all the hand positions there, I love art from the 1500s. I absolutely love it. There's so much rich symbolism in it, and most of it is lost to your average person. So it is kind of interesting to study this art. And the all-seeing eye, of course, whether or not he put it there as being part of the Illuminati, that is interesting. So let's take a look at Tom Hanks, and we can pull some cards to see if any of this would be true. Now, Tom Hanks has a complex religious history, including Catholicism, Mormonism, the Church of Nazarene, if I'm pronouncing that right. Rita Wilson, his wife, is a Greek Orthodox. Hanks indicates that he attends church on a regular basis, and he focuses on the mystery of it all. So we can go ahead and ask the tarot cards. Is Tom Hanks part of this conspiracy of the Illuminati? Is Tom Hanks involved in the Illuminati? This seems to be the conspiracy the way I understand it. If I'm not understanding it correctly, please let me know. Whoa, this card just wants to have a life of its own. This is a spiritual card, but I can't say that this is the Illuminati card. I mean, it shows that this guy has a lot of spiritual challenges in his life. I would say because he indicates that his spiritual religion life is complicated. I believe he was in Da Vinci Code. You can correct me if I'm wrong, and that movie would open up his eyes also. But look at this. He's got a lot of challenges here. You know, he adopts one and he stays with it for a while, but he's got a well-rounded background of going from this and that and this and that. So that's what the Seven of... I'm going to prop this up here so it doesn't glare so bad. That's what the Seven of Wands would indicate. Seven is a spiritual number. And of course, I pay attention to that because Tom was born in the month of July, which is a 7. He was born on the 9th. And 9 plus 7 is 16, and 1 plus 6 is 7. So his personality is a 7, and we pulled a 7 card for him. So when I do the numerology, I also pay attention to that. This indicates that he has had pretty much a life of where he has suffered a great deal. This is not really conspiracy Illuminati cards. I feel like that he's going through a hard time here. I really feel like Tom Hanks is going through a hard time. I'm also going to ask, does he belong to any cults that we would deem negative? Does Tom Hanks belong to any cults that we would deem negative? Does he belong to any cults that we would deem negative? So the Fool card indicates, this is kind of the leap of faith card. So this guy does belong, or does have a connection to a faith. The 0 is kind of like the God power. But this is somebody alone. He packs his own bag, travels alone. I'm going to say that for Tom Hanks to be involved in a cult, he kind of does his own thing. And, if you research his life, he indicates that even growing up, he didn't have a lot of friends. In fact, he irritated a lot of people. It's very interesting to read the history on him. He, in his childhood, they moved often. And by the age of 10, he'd lived in 10 different houses. He characterized his teenage self as being a Bible-toting evangelical for several years. He was unpopular with students and teachers, telling Rolling Stone magazine, "I was a geek and a spaz and painfully shy." So, this is kind of, I can't see him really joining anything culty anyway, because he's kind of one of those actors that goes out and does his own thing. He really kind of stands alone. None of these cards indicate anything of an evil cult when you look at these cards here. There's nothing here to indicate. So what do we have to know about Tom Hanks? What do we have to know about him? And oh man, this guy's suffering. Wow. He's really going through a hard time. He's fighting something. This is a battle. He's not sleeping well. He's definitely fighting something. It makes me wonder if the coronavirus is going to crash his career. In fact, I might actually ask that. Is having the coronavirus going to influence his career? Pull this card. Nope, he's got stable income from that. What's the cause of all this? 10 of Swords and 9 of Swords. What's causing all of that pain and sorrow for him? Oh, he's going to leave something. Oh my gosh, do you think he's going to walk away from acting? He has spent a lot of years building something up, and he's leaving. He's leaving something. Wow, this is going to be interesting to follow. Where his career or where he's going. This is somebody who builds up a long-term something and then just says, heck with it, I'm leaving. Expect Tom Hanks to be doing something different over the next year. I think there's going to be an announcement. I bet you there's going to be an announcement in 2020 yet that he's going to do something different. Now, those of you who have children know that if your children are in things, it's not necessarily you involved in it. So I'd like to ask, what do we have to know about his son, Chet Hanks? I know he had a drug problem, which, I believe that he overcame. What do we have to know about Chet Hanks? Is Chet Hanks connected to any cults or anything like this? Sometimes people think, no, he's going through a hard time. He's not balanced in his personality. He's unbalanced. Now this can just be unbalanced in a lot of areas. So see the rough waters behind him. It just threw him off his game. So this guy's not really on his game right now. But there again, I don't see anything here leading me to believe that Chet. I think he just liked the all-seeing eye. Some of these young people do. I just don't see anything Masonic here other than I think there might be checkered. Well, no, there's just a few checkered. This looks like all the same. I don't even see the checkered floor in here. I just think that he liked the all-seeing eye symbol and he put it on there, and I don't think he really thought about the deeper meaning of it. Yeah, this guy's going through a hard time too. Wow. The Hanks family is suffering right now. That's too bad. So what I like to do, I don't like to see anyone suffer. The people that are famous, there's a lot of conspiracy theories around them, a lot of hatred put at them. Let me just ask, is Tom Hanks generally a nice person? Actually, I'm going to ask this deck. I'm going to switch to the Robin Wood. This is Universal Weight. This is Robin Wood for the decks, in case any of you are wondering. What kind of person genuinely is Tom Hanks? I'm just going to ask that just to know. he's somebody that's overcome a lot. He has had to overcome a lot of challenges. So he's kind of like a fighter, warrior type of, and a loner. He's kind of a loner type of personality. But he is comfortable with who he is now, because see, the skin bearing means that you're comfortable with who he is. So even though he's fought a lot of challenges, he's on top, he's winning them. He still has kind of like a battle type of energy to his personality. It's, like he's fought hard his life, and he's just not going to allow life to beat him up. So he has successful in that way. So, all right, that's my reading on Tom Hanks. Whether you agree or not, leave your thoughts below. What do you think is going on with the conspiracy? I just want to ask, what is going on with the coronavirus and Tom Hanks? I feel like I should ask that as a final question. What's going on with the coronavirus and Tom Hanks? What's just going on with that? I feel like that was just a last thought. So here's the medical, see the spirit, and it's kind of like a medical symbol coming down. And this would be he and his wife, and they're going to be fine. They're going to be fine. This is the card about happiness and a happy couple and things working out. And see the lion here. I don't know if he's a Leo. It'd be interesting if he is. But whatever sign he is, the lion is the strength. He's strong, and his wife is strong. So they're going to recover. And we got another lion up here. Spirit kind of helped them, guided them to the right situation. So, all right, that's my reading on Tom Hanks, and I am happy that you joined my page. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. And you guys have yourself a safe time right now. Be safe.